My seat's soaked.
Come on.
Did you start it already?
Yeah, it's fine.
Welcome to Aaron and Nolan's devotion. As you can see, it's raining, and that's all right. All right. And Nolan has our passage for today. Please read it and read where it's from.
So it's fitting that it's raining today because that's what we were already planning on talking about. So for our verse today, we have Psalm 107, 28-31. Yet when they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, the Lord brought them out of their distress. He calmed the storms, and its waves quieted down. So they rejoiced that the waves became quiet, and he led them to their desired haven. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his gracious love and for his awesome deeds on behalf of mankind.
Do you have any thoughts about this passage? What does it mean, basically?
I think in a time like this, where people can really get down on themselves, it's really important to know that God never leaves, and he's always there for you.
And it'll help us out of the storms.
Yeah, even if it is storming.
When you're getting soaking wet for a video.
And it's just always important to remember that, because you can really get down on yourself, and it's really easy to just kind of forget about it and push God away and think you can do it on your own, but you can't.
So basically, God's always there. He'll help you through the storm, and just always gotta have faith in God, you know. So at the start of the verse it says they cried out to the Lord in trouble, in their rain. They cried out. So you can't just be getting down on yourself and be like, oh, I'm in a really tough spot. I'm not having a good time, and God's not helping me at all. When you're not praying for help, or you're not like listening to what God's saying, you're just like, forget God. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not helping me, and I'm struggling for no reason. Maybe he's struggling to make you a better person, you know?
And the Bible says, ask and you shall receive, but there's no receiving if you never ask. So that's a very important step in the process.
So in the verse it says they cried out to the Lord, just like asking for his help. That's what you got to do. The next part of the verse says he calmed the storm and its waves quieted down. So no matter how hard you think the time you're going through is, know that God can always help no matter what. Like you think, yeah, go ahead. You think that it might be impossible for, like, you're like, oh, there's no way, like, I'm gonna get through this, but with God you can do anything.
And then towards the end of the verse it says, let them give thanks to the Lord for his gracious love and for his awesome deeds on behalf of mankind. So basically what it's saying there is that if you're asking God for his help and you really need it, and then he helps you out, it's very important to give him thanks for that and not just let it go and say, oh yeah, thanks, I got you next time, or something like that. You know, it's very important that we thank God for everything he does for us, because without him we'd be nothing.
We'll be sitting there after you say that, and then we'll just switch spots. Alright, that concludes today's
TED Talk.
Devotion. That concludes today's devotion. Miss you guys, kind of, a little bit.
Hope to be with you guys all soon.